for this question, initially I looked at it, I thought you had to prove that the left hand side equals the right hand side, but that's not the case. We can use the whole equation here to show this whole equation equals this equation. So we don't need to start with the left hand side or the right hand side. We can write the whole equation down. So 2 sine theta plus cos theta over sine theta plus cos theta, that equals 2 tan theta, but we might as well write tan as sine over cos, since I think that's going to be useful in a minute. I mean, we can see we want to get it all to be sines and coses. We don't want any tans in our answer. So now if we multiply both sides by cos, so times cos up there, and multiply this whole denominator here up here, that will give us 2 sine theta cos theta plus cos squared theta. That's going to equal 2 sine squared theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta. Cancel, and that will give us our final answer, cos squared theta equals 2 sine squared theta. So that was fairly straightforward. Now part 2, it says hence, so we're going to need to use the previous answer. So instead of solving this, we can solve this instead. So we need to find a way to solve cos squared theta equals 2 sine squared theta. I think it's best to get tan theta. So if we divide both sides by cos squared and by 2, we'll have a half equals tan squared theta. Then that means tan theta is going to equal plus or minus 1 over root 2. We solve this separately, and let's just get rid of that. So if we need to solve tan theta equals plus 1 over root 2, or tan theta equals minus 1 over root 2. So if tan theta equals 1 over root 2, if you do arctan or inverse tan on your calculator of 1 over root 2, you'll get theta equals 35.3 to 1 decimal place. Make sure your calculator is in degrees, because the question is asking for degrees, and it's asking between 0 and 180. So if we remember, tan repeats every 180 degrees. The period of the tan graph is 180. So there's no point adding or subtracting 180s to this, because we will then go outside of the range up here. So that's the only answer we want from here. Again, if we use our calculator to do inverse tan of minus 1 over root 2, that will give us minus 35.3 degrees. But that's not in our range, so we would then need to add 180 degrees to that, which will give us something in our range. That will give us 144.7 degrees.